Hello and welcome to treatment 6, the end of cycle 3. So I'm currently sitting in the youth centre and I have just had my bloods drawn, and whilst I was there, obviously my nurse asked how it was, so I said my feet are still sore, so he's going to email my doctors to see if there's, I don't know, something else they're going to do. And now I'm just waiting for my gym session, so I will see you later.
Turn away. If you could give me a drink of water, 'cause my lips are chapped and faded from my memory. Help her gather all my things and bury me in all my favorite colors, my sisters and my brothers still. I will not kiss you, 'cause the hardest part of this is leaving you. This one relates to me. Now turn away, 'cause I'm awful just to see. 'Cause all my hair's abandoned, all my body, all my agony. Know that I will never marry. Baby, I'm just soggy from the chemo, counting down the days to go. This just ain't living, and I just hope you know that if you say goodbye today, I'd ask you to be true. 'Cause the hardest part of this is leaving you. 'Cause the hardest part of this is leaving you.
Hello from the hematology ward. So we've had a bit of a hold up. We got here about 12:30 to start on my chemo. It's now 4 o'clock. I've had my adriamycin, my bleomycin and my dacarbazine, but because of all the neuropathy and pain that I'm experiencing in my feet, my doctor is now consulting with the person that oversees everything whether I can have the vinblastine today or not. So I'm just waiting for a go ahead or not. Yeah, fun, and I'm so tired, I want to sleep, but yeah, I'm also very cold today, so I've got 2 of these blankets, and yeah, see you later. Good evening from the comfort of my bed. So in the last clip I was saying that we were waiting on confirmation for the vinblastine, and eventually I didn't end up having the vinblastine today. So it took about an hour and a half of my doctor and the person who oversees everything to discuss whether or not I was having the vinblastine. So basically, because of what I'm experiencing at the moment with the neuropathy in my feet, as well as some other side effects that I've previously mentioned, they decided the safest bet would be to just not do it today. So they're basically giving my feet 2 weeks rest to see if it gets better, and then my pregabalin or Lyrica that I'm taking for nerve pain has now, the dose has been upped, so rather than I don't know, I can't remember now, but I'm taking 250 milligrams a day, so 300 in total, and was told that if my feet don't feel better by day 5 of taking them, then to just add the extra pill in the middle. For that. But other than all of that, chemo today was fine. I had Selena with me. She sat there doing her assignment. And we had some good laughs with all of the staff today, and one of the patients that was sat next to me, we were having a chat with her and her husband. But yeah, I felt like the chemo ward today was in good spirits. Chemo ward, the hematology day ward, was in good spirits. So that was nice. The lady next to me, actually, she has non-Hodgkin, and she's had it for 18 years. Well, she was in remission for 13 years, but this is her 3rd time having chemo for it. So I wish her all the best. She was lovely today and still had a smile on her face, which was beautiful to see, because generally I'm the only one in the room that has a smile on my face. But then about halfway through chemo I started getting very tired, so I just wanted to go to sleep. And then now obviously I am back home, and I've already been told I look pale. I don't know if you can tell in this light. I feel like I don't look very different, but pale, and I'm already feeling a little bit queasy. The bleomycin I could taste today going in, so I ended up getting a lemonade to help with the taste. It's very strange. It's so hard to describe the tastes that you get when you're being injected with something. It's just, yeah, unless you're experiencing it, it's just very hard to explain. But yeah, so yeah, now I'm just kind of pretty fatigued, tired. I feel queasy, a bit queasy, and my mouth is dry, my lips are dry. My feet, they don't feel terrible, but they're not the most pleasant thing to deal with right now. Last night, actually, has probably been one of the worst nights in relation to my feet. I woke up a few times during the night because of the pain that my feet were giving me, and then they're quite warm to touch, so I thought maybe I'll just go soak them in some cold water. So at some point at night, last night, whilst everyone was asleep, I was in the bathroom with my daughter's nightlight with a sponge over the drain, filling up the little cavity, I don't know, of my shower so that I could paddle my feet in cold water. So I was doing that for about 10 minutes and then eventually got back into bed. But that didn't seem to do too much, and then I ended up placing a fluffy just throw rug at the end of my bed so that my feet are resting on that instead of the sheets, because the sheets just hurt. So yeah, that was that. And now I want to go get some slippers with fluffy inside stuff. My brain has been horrendous today, trying to form sentences. in my own head what I've just said to you hasn't sounded that bad, but oh my god, chemo brain, it's definitely a thing. I'm also now on the Youth Cancer Service page. I started a puzzle 2 weeks ago and it was finished a couple of days ago, and one of the team members were very excited, so they asked if they could take a picture of me with the puzzle. So I was like, yeah, okay, why not? And it's now on Instagram for the whole world to see. Marvelous. I'll maybe start a new puzzle. He said that I should pack it all away and start a new one today, but I was just far too tired, and Selena and I had been there just for what felt like eternity. But anyway, I'm now gonna just have a little rest, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra! Hello, just wanted to do a quick check-in. It's Saturday evening, 7 p.m. I think, I don't know, and I'm feeling very exhausted. I went to bed about, I don't know, 10:30 last night, and my body decided to wake up at 4 a.m. today. So I didn't have a very good sleep, 5.5 hours I think max, and I tried to go back to sleep at 4, but it just wasn't happening. I laid there for I think 45 minutes, just go to sleep. I was even talking to myself like, just go to sleep, and I wasn't having it. So I eventually said, okay, let's start the day at 5 a.m. And anyway, came up to the house and took all my drugs, had my breakfast, just had some toast and a cup of tea with a biscuit. And then for lunch I just had some macaroni cheese that a neighbour brought over. And then I went to have a lay down about 2 o'clock. And within 5 minutes I was asleep and woke up about 5. So it's now been 2 hours post nap, and I'm feeling a little bit groggy. I feel quite nauseous, just this like sick feeling where I'm almost on the verge of wanting to throw up. So I'm not sure how that's gonna go because I'm kind of hungry for tea tonight. So we'll see. And then I've been in my pajamas all day, so the plan is to have tea, have a shower, and go to bed. Also, I don't know how, I think you can see it, shakiness. I don't know how often you can see it in other videos, but I've constantly got some shakes going on, and it's not because I'm hungry or, I don't know, low blood sugar levels or anything like that. It's just another little side effect. Oh, also my feet. So as I mentioned before, I'm now doing the 250 milligrams a day. So I had my first one this morning. And then I'll be having another one tonight about 8:30 before I go to bed. So I'm curious to see how my feet go. I'm meant to be going out Sunday because, well, months ago I planned to go see a show called A Taste of Ireland, which is basically a show all about Irish tap dancing, which we were very excited about. But the original dates it was planned for, something happened with COVID and they closed and said like we'd reschedule, so that's on Sunday. So I'm hoping I feel well enough to go, but if my feet are still like this, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to wear on my feet. So that's on Sunday, but I'll update that. And that's about it. I'm still losing all my eyebrow hairs. Like, I don't know how bad it looks to you guys, but in person it's definitely getting very sparse. This isn't very good lighting, but you can see how they're not so full anymore. Looking a bit sad. If I go out on Sunday, I want to put a little bit of makeup on, because breaking out with the chemo and stuff, and then I'll be able to fill in my eyebrows nicely. And I don't know whether I want to put mascara on or not, because when I clean it all off, I'm gonna have to rub my eyelashes a little bit, and they're gonna fall out from them. Isn't that delightful? Chemo brain is definitely a thing, people. So my brain is just fried. I usually have trouble speaking, but it's so much worse right now, and I know exactly what I want to say in my head, but some other shit comes out. My niece takes joy in laughing at me. She picks up every little mistake I say. Her favourite is when I say a different word to what I want to use. So I'm glad I bring you joy. Anyway, I'm like dopey, I'm tired, so I'm going to say it ta-ra, and I will see you, I don't know, whenever. Hello, and welcome to the end of cycle 3. I just wanted to jump on and just wrap up the last week and a half or whatever it's been. I can't remember exactly how I left the last little video, but I think it was to do with A Taste of Ireland, the show. So I ended up going, which was really nice. I was worried that I wasn't going to make it because my feet were still in a lot of pain, but I ended up wearing clothes that, shoes, they were slippers, but they kind of looked like slides with fluff on them, so I wore them out, and yes, I had a big meltdown whilst I was getting ready, because I was just very upset because I didn't look nice, and obviously wearing the scarf that I wanted to wear was just too big, and my feet were obviously driving me insane, and I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to walk, but yeah, I ended up making it, and so I ended up, like I said, wearing my slippers, and I wore little sockets with them, like stocking sockets, because I don't know, they just made it that slightly more bearable. But yeah, that was a good night. And I also had to wear a mask, so I just looked like this lovely sick human walking around in slippers and a headscarf. I had my peak dressing covered so that people couldn't see that, but anyway, that was that. But I enjoyed myself, which was really good, so glad I did that. My feet, that jingle, by the way, was that went up a week ago and those lights They're just in Hazel's little area because we share a room, so she's got her own little room kind of thing in there. Anyway, yeah, so that was about it for the Taste of Ireland. And then the next kind of dramatic thing that happened was Thursday. I had my PIC dressing changed, and it was a different woman. I've never met her before, and going into the room, I don't know, she didn't seem like as talkative as all the other ladies that I've had, and I talk. I wanted to talk. But anyway, basically, it was now time to like quickly do my dressing. So she got the little bag out. But I said to her, can I please have like the saline in the little bottles rather than the pre-filled syringes, because I can taste it and it makes me feel like I'm gonna be sick and blah blah blah. And she was like, oh, okay. So she had to leave the room and then came back with them. And then I was saying that I've also got the sensitive dressing, and she goes, oh, okay. So she had to leave the room again and then come back with the dressing. And then she was taking obviously the old dressing off, and then realized that she'd forgotten the bio patch, I think it's called. So that's the little ring that goes around the incision, so where the line goes in, just to kind of help prevent like infections, like to keep infections out. So yeah, she had to leave and then come back for that. And then there was a tiny little scab just like where the line and the incision met, so she was trying to clean that. And just before she started cleaning that, I said to her, this is the bit that scares me the most, because like I'm scared the line is going to be pulled out. And then she pulled it out about 1 centimeter's worth, and I just went like it proper, I didn't like it, and it made me feel so uncomfortable, and I didn't talk very much, and I just like was having this little meltdown in my head. And basically I just couldn't wait till the appointment was finished, and then she was running late because of all the palaver with having to leave the room a few times because she didn't have any stock in the room, and it was the biggest bloody room anyway. So yeah, and then she just basically slapped on my dressing, and the actual bit that goes over the PIC and the clip and everything was like loose and everything, and then the white tape to put around just to like secure it a little bit more, she just slapped that on. There was still like the plastic backing of it like still stuck on some of it, and I was just like, oh my god, like what the fuck. And then anyway, since Thursday, so today is Tuesday, it's since I've had the PIC and the dressings and everything, this is the itchiest my dressing has been, and it's also the most like annoying, kind of uncomfortable it's been. So I'm looking forward to having the dressing changed on Thursday. What was something else? Oh, my feet. The first week was still quite painful, but then by the second week they were really good. Like I think I've worn like my thongs, my flip-flops twice now, because they're bearable, except I made the mistake the other day for the first time wearing them walking around a shopping centre for a few hours, and that was just, my feet were sore from like the walking, but then my feet were also sore because it felt like I was wearing new shoes again and they were breaking in, and yeah, that wasn't fun. But yeah, now they're not too bad, and I'm still taking the Lyrica twice a day, the 150 milligrams twice a day. I got some more lovely flowers. Yesterday I got them, but I kind of also got some more today, because what happened was the first lot, the sender wasn't happy with them because they kind of arrived and were looking pretty dead already. So the sender phoned the florist back up and was like, I'm not happy, and they sent a new box today. So I now have 2 boxes of flowers sitting on the table. And thank you, if you're watching this, thank you very much. I have to say the second box is lovelier than the first, but as you can see, my eyebrows are still thinning, and my eyelashes, I don't know how much you're gonna see here, they're quite sparse, I suppose. So it's just a bit, wow. So when my hair started falling out, I was kind of prepared for it, and like I knew it was coming, and I didn't really worry about it too much. But then when it started happening, I got a little bit more emotional, and then obviously the day that we were shaving it, I got very emotional. And same with my eyelashes and eyebrows. Like, I wasn't expecting them to like fall out. I thought like I knew it was a possibility, but I didn't I didn't feel like I was gonna lose them like I knew I would with my hair. Anyway, and then I don't know when it was, last week sometime, I woke up and like I just rubbed my eye or something, and there were a few eyelashes like on my face, and I was talking to my mum about it, and I just kind of like just started like tearing up because I was getting a bit emotional about it. Oh yeah, and then like speaking of emotional and stuff, the day I got home after my PICC line was redressed, I just had a mental breakdown. I was just crying, and I had a hard day that day. There was so many things that were going wrong. But yeah, and then yeah, so this morning I woke up and my eyes were just really itchy, and I looked in the mirror and there was a eyelash that had made its way in there, so I had to pull that out, which was fun. There isn't really anything to add, I don't think, but yeah, I'm going in tomorrow. So again, it's day before chemo. Going in tomorrow for my blood test and the gym session, and then obviously I have chemo on Thursday, so I'm interested to see what the plan is on Thursday in regards to the vinblastine, which is the nerve, the one that can damage the nerves. So just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, I will see you all in the next one, and I hope you have a good day, a good night, I don't know, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next one. So bye.